What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Really quick recap of Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. I was so excited for this fight. I thought this was one of the best matchups in a long time. Two guys in their absolute prime on crazy win streaks, two monsters. It was an interesting matchup based on skill sets, who was going to cancel who out. I was torn in this fight. I mean, I thought it was pretty much 50-50, but I was leaning towards Charles Oliveira. I have to say in this fight, Islam Makhachev was more composed. Charles Oliveira fights kind of wild. That's his style. He just goes for it. And it kind of cost him in this fight. It was a gamble. Islam Makhachev caught him with a big punch early, stunned him. It's not uncommon for Charles Oliveira to get stunned and come back. But let's be honest, when you get stunned, you're coming back from a deficit. That's what makes his wins pretty incredible in his last few outings, beating elites like that. Charles Oliveira comes back from a deficit. He gets stunned, rallies back. But the problem with Islam Makhachev is that the guy's so dominant, he's so good, doesn't really make mistakes. So if you get stunned and rocked with him, the fight's not going to bode well for you, no matter how good Charles Oliveira is. So he gets cracked in the first outing of the fight, the first exchange pretty much. I thought Charles Oliveira did pretty good as far as like defensive grappling on the bottom. He didn't take a lot of damage. He ate some elbows, but it could have been a lot worse for him. I like him trying to wrestle. He definitely was competitive with Islam. I think Islam Makhachev definitely had top control. I mean, that was a given. Without a doubt, I think Islam gaining top control, it wasn't going to be good for Charles. I thought he was going to beat on him, wear him out as the fight went on. But again, Charles defended well. I'm just not sure if Charles could have maintained that pace, like the grappling exchanges with Islam as the fight went on. So a lot of people thought that Charles Oliveira was going to have the edge standing. I do think personally, overall, Charles is more seasoned standing. He's better overall. But that doesn't mean that Islam Makhachev is not good standing. That guy's constantly improving. I've called him the second coming of Khabib, just with better striking. It's scary how good that guy's getting. So just because you're the more seasoned, more experienced striker with more tools standing, doesn't mean you're going to win every single striking exchange, and it doesn't mean you can't get caught. We've seen guys like Dan Henderson just level people with just a right hand. On paper, far better strikers because of other aspects of the game. But in this case, Islam Makhachev was just cleaner. He just fought smarter, more disciplined, remained composed. What I found interesting is that Charles Oliveira usually presses the action, comes forward, puts a lot of pressure on guys. And in this fight, that wasn't the case throughout the whole fight. Charles was backing up. Islam was putting the pressure on him. I think that made Charles Oliveira uncomfortable. Definitely threw him off his game. I was having a conversation with someone and we both kind of agreed Charles didn't look himself. Looked a little off, but listen, that may have nothing to do with Charles Oliveira and everything to do with Islam Makhachev and how good he is and how he neutralizes you. So I'm going to give credit to Islam Makhachev. I'm going to say I don't think Charles had an off night. I'm going to say that Islam Makhachev is that good, and that's how this fight played out on this day. They could fight 10 times. Who knows how the fight's going to play out in 10 fights. I definitely think Charles Oliveira can beat Islam Makhachev, but it didn't happen today. Flawless performance by Islam Makhachev, man. Really impressive. I was thinking, imagine the squeeze of Islam Makhachev to tap out a seasoned submission grappler like Charles Oliveira so quick in that arm triangle. I saw it coming. It looked threatening. Charles got walloped right before that, so maybe he was dazed, a little bit out of it, wasn't thinking straight to defend. As soon as Islam hopped over, got the proper leverage, it was a wrap. Charles tapped. Charles Oliveira humble in defeat. It was really cool for him to make no qualms about the fight, congratulate Islam, his team, and Khabib. Love seeing the respect. Listen, man, Islam Makhachev is going to be a tall order for everyone. Who's beating that guy? His style is difficult to deal with. His skill set. He's like a better striking Khabib. I don't really see Volkanovski winning this fight. It's fun. I'm going to tune in. You never know. Volkanovski's a monster. But man, I think I favor Islam probably like 70-30 in that fight. Maybe even more. I would love to see a rematch between Charles Oliveira and Islam maybe later on down the road. Charles can get another big win. Get him right in line to a title fight. That would be cool. Props to Islam Makhachev, the new lightweight champ. Let me know what you thought about the fight, guys, in the comment section. I think this is one of the best matchups in a very long time. I enjoyed the fight. Heart was racing. I was at the edge of my seat. Overall, fun fight card. Thanks for watching a quick recap, guys. If you enjoyed it first time at the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button, like and share. Appreciate that, and I'll catch you guys in the next segment. Take care, guys.